Today's story is about Sam who loves to play with robots. So he got a brand new robot toy that danced, talked, and told jokes. But ah, the battery drained slowly while it played. So the Sam noticed a pattern that for every 4 minutes the robot ran, the battery dropped by 1%. Now let's see what the data is. So as we are talking about minutes and battery, so let's take them as input and output. So because how many minutes Sam wants to play, that is totally the input. So minutes is input and the draining of the battery will be the output. So for 0 minutes, the battery is 100%. After 4 minutes, because it's draining 1% after 4 minutes, so after 4 minutes, the battery is 99%. And then after 8 minutes, battery is 98%. And after again 4 minutes, that means total of 12 minutes, battery is 97%. So there is a pattern. What the pattern is? Every time, pattern is that when value increases or decreases with the same number. So here it's 4. Every next time we have plus 4 minutes. Then again for next time we have 4 minutes. But in this case, it's negative 1. It's negative 1, right? And then again negative 1, negative 1. So even if the value is increasing or decreasing, it's same every time. In case of minutes, it's increasing 4 minutes. In case of battery life, it's decreasing 1% every next time. Then Sam said, at this rate, I better finish the robot dance party before nap time. So he knows, okay, the battery will go until then. Now let's see what the graph says. Because minutes are the inputs and battery is the output, so we can write it as x and y coordinate. And if we draw the graph of it, x-axis is always the input axis, like the inputs we are giving. So here the inputs are minutes, right? So okay, this is minutes axis. Actually it is x-axis or the horizontal axis, x and x dash. These must always be lines because we can extend the values. Okay, now first is now let's name the coordinates. So it's 0, 4, 8, 12. So do you think it's a good idea to increase by 4? 4, 8, 4 to the 8, 4th is a 12. So we are going by 4 every next time. Now it's 100, 98, 90. Oh, now these values are like only 4 top values. So I cannot start from 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. I have to go till 100. I cannot do 20, 20 and then 40 and then 60 and then 80 because then all these value will be very near. What should I do? Now I have a problem. So we always place a king. This is king. That means we are going to ignore some values and start from we have shrinked the y-axis. You can see it this way. And then starting from 97. So 97, 98, 99 and then 100. So this is how we are going to place values on the Cartesian plan. Now let's come back to write the coordinates. So for 0 minutes, it's 100. For 4 minutes, it's 99. For 8 minutes, it's 98. And for 12 minutes, it's 97. Let's plot them on the Cartesian plane. For 0, it's 100. For 4, it's 99. For 8, it's 98. And for 12, it's 97. See how this king has made our work so much easier. Now let's see the pattern. This is the straight line we are going to get. Let's write the coordinate because now we have to find the slope. So the coordinates this are 0 and 100. and this is 4 and 99 and 8 and 98, 12 and 97. Now let's see what the slope is. One more point. When we are finding the slope, like whenever we go up or whenever we go right, we will give positive sign to it. And whenever we will go left or down, we will give negative sign to our slope value. Okay. Also, suppose I have to move from this point to this point, right? Let's see, follow the laser. I have to move from this point to this point. So while during my journey, I will take only horizontal paths or vertical paths, and I'll not change the path in between. So let's say this is point A and this is point B. I have to go from point A to point B. So first I'll take this path, right? Okay, I'm going left and then I am going up. So because I am going left, so how many points are these? 12 to 4. This is 8. Total change is 8. 12 to 4, right? 12 minus 4. And it's 99 minus 7. So its total value is 2, right? But because it is negative, I am going to give negative sign to it. So what the slope is? Rise. When I say rise, that means I am covering the vertical axis difference. And when I say run, that means I am covering the horizontal line distance. Now definitely I have moved from A to B. So first was the horizontal line, but it does not mean that I am going to write the slope in run over rise way. Slope is always rise over run, which is change in y value over change in x value. Just remember this. Change in y value over change in x value, whatever my path is. So let's take positive and negative sign. So because change in y is positive 2, we are moving up, and change in x is negative 8. So positive and negative, negative 8, 2 by 8. This time slope is negative. Now you must be thinking, what if I take another path? What if I just want to move from B to A and that too from the other side of the line? That's okay. Let's move. So this is the horizontal line. Okay. Path is still here. And then I am coming down to this particular point, right? It's okay. Now, because I am moving towards right, right? It's the right direction, and right says it's positive. Right says it's positive. So this time I have moved from 4 to 12, but that will be positive 8 because I am moving towards right hand side. And then this value, which is going down, it's going from 99 to 97. So these are only 2 points, but because it's moving negative at the down south direction, so that is negative 2. Let's see, is it going to change anything for the slope? So if I do rise over run in this case, so first I'll see change in y, which is negative 2, and change in x is 8. So again, this is negative 2 by 8, it's minus 1 by 4, right? So it's not going to change, it's always the same. I mean, what? Rise over run is always the same. Also, if you just want to try, just try another path at your own. This time try from A to B, but from A to B and at the right hand side of the axis, and see, even then the value of the slope will not change. This is how concept of slope works. One more thing. Here 100 is the initial value. What is the initial value? Initial value is always where you start the work, right? So here I'm starting the work when starting playing with the robot, or the SAM is I'm started with the 100% battery. So here 100 is the initial value. If I need to write the equation, so equation is always mx plus b, and this b is the initial value. That means the work, whatever the work is, it has not started yet. Here in this case, the draining of the battery. So initially it is 100, right? And what is slope? Slope is negative 1 by 4. So this is my equation. M is equal to negative 1 by 4x plus 100. So we can form an equation also according to the given story. Okay. Now in the next part, we will just do the opposite. We will draw the graph from